All right, we are back live on the ACST Atlanta Candlepin Bowlers Tour. Sorry for the technical problems, folks. Having one of those days, apparently. We are in game one of a 5-game match. Don Devish, who bowls out of Timber, I believe, or Spare Time, I'm sorry, is here bowling against James O'Brien, who bowls out of Ryan's and Millis. Don put up his first string with a 109. He had 3 spares in that mix. And James currently closed his first half at 60, had a disappointing 6 box, and is now at 66 through 6. So hopefully people can hear me again. All right, and James with a 10 box. He is now tied up at 76 through the 7th box, which is exactly where Don was in his 7th box. And gang, tell me if you can hear me. I'm watching for comments. James, 8th box drops 9, a beautiful head pin hit for him. Just a 7-pin left. And he picks up the mark. Spare in the 8th for James O'Brien. And he's now at 86. And Don had a spare in the 8th as well. He put 6 on it. If anything over 6 for James, and he'll have the lead. And at 6, they're still tied up. And bear with me, I'm a little quiet for the moment because I'm trying to catch up on my score sheets too. So James with a 1, 2, 4, and 10, and he picks it up. Beautiful spares in the 9th for James. That'll give him a nice edge in his string. And he's on the fill. On the head pin, solid. And he's left with the 6, 7, 8, 10 as a split, but that's 6 in the fill, and he is now won the string. There we go, Nick. No spare in the 10th. And a nice 9 box. So James O'Brien puts up a 117 to start our match off and takes the first 2 points, 117 to 109. And this is a 5-string format. Those of you who have not watched ACST before or participated in it. So we bowl 5 strings, 5 boxes at a time, alternating lanes in between terms. Each win is awarded 2 points toward their standings. This is both bowlers' first match, so they're coming in with 0 points each. And Don Devish starts us off with game 2 on the 3-pin and just takes out 3. So James gets awarded the first 2 points. The bowler who has the highest pinfall at the end of 5 gets an additional 4. Devish trying to pick that up. A little left of the head pin, so he just picks up a few more. He's left with the 1, 5, and the 8. And that'll be a 7 box. So Devish starts with a 7, and let me see if I can catch up with everybody on comments. This will be fun for Nico to try to put something together to transfer over to CBN. Don off to the left of the head pin is left with the 1 and the 9. There's wood in between. That might help to flex something. Let's see if that works. All right, you can hear me now. So, starting off in the match, Devish puts up a spare in box 2 of game 2. They've completed the first string. I did not get a chance to do the box by box on that one. And O'Brien won 117 to 109. Devish with a nice head pin hit. Puts 6 into Phil. And he's at 23 through 2. And he's got a split to boot. Nice shot. Came in on that 3-6 and kicked the 3 over to make a spare. That's a tough one. So that puts Don 2 spares in a row, just like he had in the first game. So he had spares in boxes 2 and 3, I saw. He's on a fill again on the head pin. And another split. So he'll put 8 in a fill, and that puts him at 41 through 3. And he's got a tough one here. This looks like the 8-10. Okay, went in between. And we'll see what he can do here. Probably go for the 10. That's what I think he was doing, but he'll settle for an 8 for 49 through 4 boxes here. Coming into the final box of the first half of game 2, he's had 2 spares, 2 splits. Another head pin hit, a little better in the 1-3 pocket. A little mini split here, the 2, 7, 5, and the 8. And his ball hooked a little bit, but he still got it. Missed the object pin, got the spare. I'll call that a split too. So Don's got a good start on game 2 despite the 7 box. He's at 59 plus a ball, and he's throwing about 31 miles an hour on that last ball anyway. Here comes James, our home bowler. First ball of game 2 on the 2 pin, and 6 are down. So off the head pin a bit. And he still has the 1, 3, 5, and the 8. On the object, 8 stayed up. Hey, Ryan Prowse. Nice win on Wednesday. I'm keeping an eye on my old team. And James O'Brien starts with a 9. So in box 1, he's actually ahead 2 pins, but Devish threw 3 marks in the next 4 boxes. All right, box 2, game 2 for our home bowler. And his first ball is just off the head pin, and he leaves up the right-handed Caleri. 4 horsemen right plus the 8 pin. See how he plays this. He's a little full on the head pin, so leaves the 8 and the 10 up. So no mark for him there. That'll run him behind now in this string. Won the first one by 8 pins. And just touched the cap on that, trying to play a little aggressive there, and he'll settle for an 8 box for 17 through 2. That puts him down 6 pins in completed boxes so far. Hey Gerard, how you doing? James O'Brien, box 3, game 2. Here he comes. Light hit on the head pin. He's got some late action here. And that's a bit of a toughie. That's a head pin hit, but it's also a split. He's left with a 3, 7, 9, 10. Some wood in there next to the 3. That might make something work. Oh, it does, but it leaves the 10. Pin flew right in front of the 10 pin. That was a great effort by James. James is a fun bowler to bowl with and to watch. And that will not count. That's a channel ball. So 9 box, 26 through 3. All right. So James is down 15 pins in completed boxes so far. Looking for a couple of marks here to get it closer. So coming into box 4 of game 2. And off the head pin, half Worcester left. Just a 2 and the 8 go. Not what he wanted. It's makeable. Sometimes. You see another ACST bowler here on lane 7, Kevin Brown. in his first season in ACST. He's here for the Friday Night Mixed League in Ryan's, the league I normally bowl in when I'm not on the injured list. And James misses a spare attempt, so he still has 5 up. Oh boy, $5, not what he wanted. 31. Kevin Brown looking very dapper in his white shorts and white shirt. His brother was telling me they played golf earlier today, so he's had a busy day. O'Brien coming into box 5 of game 2 at 31 through 4. Nice pocket shot, but I think he came in a tad straight, and he's left with a 4-7-9-10 split. Now he's got wood there that may be interesting. Let's see if he can make use of it. Nope, misses it. Goes through the hole. So I'm thinking if he shoots toward the 9 box, he might move that wood to the left. So he's trying to do. It did go to the left, and there's the 10. So that would have worked in the second ball, but just missed. Third ball's a charm, isn't it? That's what I thought you were going to do, is try to move it over. Yeah. All right, so halfway through the second game, O'Brien at 41, our home bowler. Now our visiting bowler comes up, Don Devish. He's at 59 and a ball. He's down 8 in total after one game, but right now he's ahead on total early in the match. Hi, Nico. I appreciate you asking. I don't want to go into too much detail, nothing terrible, just I have spinal and hip injuries. We don't have every diagnosis that we can have, but it's fairly extensive, and I won't be bowling the whole season. Hopefully I'll be back for the next season. I have trouble walking and a fair amount of pain. I'm doing physical therapy. I've got a good team of doctors, and what can I say? It's a lot of work, and it's a struggle because trying to keep the house clean and take care of my dogs and all that stuff is not going great right now. But I have a lot of friends. I have good doctors and family. We'll get there, and that's how it is. So I thought I'd be ready to bowl by September, but that didn't happen. All right, so Don put 8 in his spare, closed out the first half at 67. He has a 9 box and a 6 for 76. And now he's taking a bit at that. Oh, that was a beautiful try. He spun a pin over there to the 10. He had the 1-2-10 split. Kicked one over, didn't touch it. But not for lack of trying, and that's another 9 box. Don is at 85. Nico, that's going to be my participation in bowling this year. I will be on the air relatively frequently when my work schedule permits. Can't really do day games during the week, but I'm free. I do come visit my leagues a lot, though. Now that they're starting, I'm coming in to check them out and hang out with my friends. I've been in this Friday league here for about 23, 24 years. So these people here are my family, pretty much. Don will be open in box 8. 5 on the first ball, 3 in the second, trying to pick up that 2-4, and just misses a 2 for another 9 box. And so Don at 94 through 8. James can get there with a couple marks, and Don hit the 3-pin just fortunately, that did not get a half Worcester. It's left with a 1-2-4 all in a row. Piece of wood right next to that 2-pin. It might be a little funky for him to play with. I don't know. See what it does. It picks off the head pin. And that's an 8 box. So Devish has slowed down a little from his first half. He's at 102 through 9. Looking for a big finish here. Hey, Billy Shiner. There's a head pin hit. Coming in left to right into the 1-3 pocket. And left a diamond left, 2-4-5 and 8 pin. Again, Devish lost the first string to James, and there's a spare. Nice timely spare for Don. That makes it so that James is got work to do for the second half of this string. Devish with the 112 plus a ball. And just off the head pin, just puts 3 in it, but that's a 115 game. And not a bad job there. So 224 through 2. All right, O'Brien coming up again. And he's at 41, so at the halfway point, he's down 26 pins. And he's going to need 74 to tie. So that's at least 3 marks in my book. He missed the head pin that time. Took out everything but the 1, 3, 5, and 10. And misses to the left, so no spare this time. Another open box. Trying to pick up a 10 here, and he'll take a 9. So with 9, he's at 50 through 6. So he's down 26 in completed boxes. Needs 65 and 4 boxes to tie, 66 to win. Hasn't had a mark yet. Needs to put up about 3 here. Good ball. Just a tad full. He's frustrated with that. I don't blame him. There it goes. Now he feels better. So a head pin, no split. 610, Wood the guide. See if he can get his first mark here. He's in there and just misses a 6 pin. Oh my goodness, that was not by much. His ball took a slight break to the right, and that was enough to do it. So he had much needed spare gone, and there's the 10. So he got the 10. He's a 60 through 7, down 10 on par, down 25 pins still, 3 boxes. And he needs 55 pins and 3 boxes to tie, 56 to win. He's going to have to mark out here or a double strike will be involved. Just off the head pin for Horseman minus the 4 pin. 1, 2, and 7, that's makeable. I think that wood is fairly favorable. If he can get on the head pin, catch a 1, 2 and drive something over. Just missed. His ball broke slight left that time, so he'll be open in box 8. And I think he's going to need some strikes here. Gets the 1-7. Nicely done. Another 10 box. He's pinning great. May not win this game, but he's picking up pins to at least try to keep total close. All right, 2 more boxes. He's a 70 through 8. In the pocket that time, and there's a strike. First strike of the match. Just what he needed. Hold on to your seats. James is coming back. Let's see if he's got enough to do it. Needs 30 to catch up in the box. So a double here would be huge. Here he comes, box 10. He's off to the side at 2 in the first ball. All right, must make this spare and then have a huge fill to have a chance. Half Worcester right. O'Brien's in there, and he will be open 7 in the fill. 87 through 9. Don Devish is 1 game 2. And a 7 box. O'Brien with a 94, and game 2 is in the books. Don Devish wins 115 to 94. And I'll add up the totals. All right, so it's total has flipped to Devish. And we are at 224 in total to 211 by my count. in favor of Devish, and Devish starts us off in a middle game here, and he's off to the 2-pin. He's left with a 179. A couple pieces of wood down there may help. Gets the 7 and the 9 somehow without touching the head pin, so an open box to start. Hey, James Humes. And that's a 10 box for Don Devish in game 3. And to recap, game 1 went to O'Brien, 117 to 109. Game 2 went to Devish, 115 to 94. And as total stands right now, Devish has a 13-pin lead, 224 to 211. Devish in box 2, and he's got his first strike. He has marked in the second box of every game so far, and the third. We'll see if he can do it here. So each bowler now has one strike. Waiting on a reset, and Don Devish is at 20 plus 2-ball fill. All right, coming up on the fill here. He's in there again. Oh, just 1 pin shy of a double. Nice ball. All right, just a 10-pin standing alone. Possible 20 bucks here. He's got it. And Don Devish is at 30 through 2, 40 and a ball through 3. Every game so far, game 1, 2, and 3, he has put up a mark in box 2 and box 3. On the fill. On the head pin again, solid hit with an 8 and a fill. 48 through 3. Just 4-7 left up, no wood that comes into play here. He's all over it and just picks the 4. No spare in the 4th. And that's consistent for all 3 games too. No spare in the 4th. Picks up the 10. Devish perfect through 4.
Good evening, league
and we hear Steve Reno. Devish, first ball in the 5th.
122s in a 3-game total of 318. Please give it up for your ball of the week, Larry Cook.
And Devish open in the 5th. And Steve Reno announcing the bowler of the week for the Friday Night Mixed League, who is Larry Cook. And those of you who don't know Larry, he is Jake Cook's dad. 10 bucks for Devish. A perfect half, 63 through 5. No pins left on the deck. All right, he's laid down 68. I'm sorry, 68 through. Where did I miss here? 48. Oh, okay, that's where I missed it. 48, 58, 68 through 5. All right, he's put down the glove. Here comes O'Brien. Starting game 3 on the head pin, but he's left with a 2-2 split. 3, 4, 6, 7. This is a tough one. Love to hear from you guys some more. Catches the 3 and the 4, or the 3 and the 6, I'm sorry. The 4 and the 7 are still up. Give him a head pin and a split for that. And Micah, I'm using my old nomenclature for that right now. I can't remember the dots, and I have an old score sheet on me, so. Today's rough broadcast. First ball in the 2nd for O'Brien. He's rocking that 6-pin. 169. Wood behind the head pin and over by the 6. And he goes wide to the left. He needed to touch that head pin and make something happen. Hey, Ted. Gets it that time and it went. It's the second time he's seen the 3rd ball spare. So he's at 18 through 2 and he's dropped behind Don, who is at 30 through 2. Box 3 On the head pin, nice pocket hit. He's hoping for that 10 to goes. There it goes. That's a 9 drop. Just a 4-pin standing alone. Nothing to help. Oh, just misses right. Single pins. Single pins. They're so easy and so difficult. And he went wide either way, so another 9 box, 27 through 3, down 21 pins. James a little frustrated here. Had a better opportunity that time. It's in there against. Look at this. Come on, give him something. He was in the 1-2 pocket. And his reward for that was a 7-9 split. He's going to the 9 side, hoping to carry it over, and misses to the right. And it didn't work anyway, so a 9 box, 36 through 4. Last game he had a 94 with only 1 mark, the 9th box strike 7. First game, I don't have the box by box on that game. He put up a very healthy 117. Box 5, game 3. And James is off to the left. Leaves the 1, 3, 8, 9, 10. Wood in between the 1 and 3. Misses a head pin, so still the 1 and 10 and no marks through 5 boxes. For the 10, and that will be an 8. He goes in between. So O'Brien with that 8 box is at 44 through 5. A little better than he did last time, but well behind where Don is right now, who's at 68 at the halfway point of game 3. It's close through 2 on total, just a 13-pin difference, but if Don keeps going the way he's going, he could get a healthy lead in total. James is going to try to stop that. So here we are coming into the second half of this match. Don Devish starting us in box 6 of game 3, and he's on the head pin, solid. Broke up the split and is left with just a 4-pin and wood in front of him. He's got to be careful here. If he hits that wood to the right, it's probably not going to carry the pin. He's got to go straight at the pin. He's going to the right. Oh, he did it. He spun it. All right. Good read. Spare in the 6 for Devish. 78 and a ball. 6 boxes in. He's having a good string so far. And so far has not left a pin on the deck. Now on the fill on box 7. Just off the head pin, and he will put 4 in that fill. So 82 through 6. And he's got a bunch there. It's like a half Worcester with a few extra pins down. See what he can do if he can stay perfect here, and he's off to the side. So he's got the 1-4-7 left if he wants to stay perfect in this game. He's going to try. He gets it. Nice shot. 92 through 7. Devish wants that perfect game. 3 more boxes to go. Box 8 and a half Worcester left. Drifted left of the head pin. Punched out to 3-8. You see Jake Cook bowling on lane 7 here. One of the top bowlers around. Devish trying to spare that. Oh, just the 1-9 goes. Okay, it's going to be tough to keep all 10s or better going here. It can be done. He's got a check mark plus the 4-7. He's going there, and he gets it. Unbelievable. He is bound and determined to get a perfect game here, and he's at 102 through 8. I'm not trying to jinx him. I'm just reporting the facts, gang. All right, box 9, 102 through 8. Head pin hit and a split. 3, 6, 4, and a 10. He made this before with no wood. See what he can do here. It's going to be off. All right, he got the 4 to go, so it makes it easier to pick up that single pin. Needs that single pin to stay perfect. And he misses, so there goes the perfect game in box 9 with a 111 through 9. Nothing wrong with that. Only 1 pin left on the deck through 9 boxes. And in box 10, here he goes. Oh, that was a strike ball all day, and he's left with a 7-8. That's not right. Call that a mini split. Okay, wood in between. That, I don't know. It's a little ways out there, so if he goes at the red line in 7, maybe. It might go by the 8. I don't know. Let's find out. He's going to the cap area, and he takes the 8, but not the 7. So open box for Devish in box 9. But he's over 120 on this one. And the 10 box. 121 for Don Devish, and only 1 pin left on the deck. And he was well aware of that. Trying his damnedest to get a perfect game. 345 for his set of 3. All right, James playing catch up here. Comes in on the 6 pin, takes out that right hand triangle. Dave Peterson, where are you? I'd love to have you here. All right, he had the double line and went light on it, so he still has the 2, 7, 8. Wood in between. This is makeable. Jay Cook putting up a decent game to our right. And James O'Brien with a nice 10 box for 54 through 6. So what does he need to do? 60 pins gives him a 114. Still short. So he needs 67 pins and 4 boxes to tie, 68 to win. And he goes just past the head pin. And I think he told the pins what he felt about that. 5 are down, 5 are up. Miss the object, still has a 147. Oh, and through the hole. Frustrating. 7, 61 through 7. 9 pins under par. He's down 31 in the string. 3 boxes to go. He's a 61, and he needs 60 in 3 boxes to tie. Tall order. And there's a head pin, and when things are going tough, the pins throw you the bird. So spread eagle, 3 and 3. Head pin and a split. All right, makes a run at it. Look at this. All right, got everything but the 2 and the 3 to go. And that's a 9 box. So James is a 70 through 8, just exactly where he was in the last string. But he's further behind in this one because Don was at 102. So he needs 51 pins and 2 boxes to tie. So it's mathematically possible, but not very likely. Needs some triple strikes here, and that's not a strike. That probably does it for this string. All right, so nice 8 drop on the cap, and that doesn't take the 10. Nothing going right for James here on this string. And he's wide, so a 9 box, 79 through 9. He's got no marks in his string so far. Had a big strike in the 9th of the last string. And the best he can do is a 119 right now, so Don has won this string, and he will not get the 119. So he's off the head pin, leaves the 1, 2, and the 9. Playing for pins right now. 1-2-9 and misses the object, so they'll be open all the way through. Devish gets 2 more points. James closing out this third game with the 1-9. See if he can get it. And he gets just the head pin. No breaks for James. 88 for game 3. No breaks at all. And as we stand right now in total, Don Devish at 345, James O'Brien at 299. So Devish with a 46-pin lead. Oh, you had some head pins. Yeah, you got the bird. That's what I call that. Spread eagle. You get the bird. Throw a good ball and the pins tell you what they think. Devish starting with game 4. And he's on the head pin. Just missed a perfect game in game 3 by 1 pin. He has a 5-10 split. Favorable wood, I think. Not that favorable, so no spare for Devish. And a 9 box. So staying consistent, Devish has been open in every first box, but he's put a mark in every second and third box through the first 3 games. See if he can keep doing it. So he's using his green balls today. Look at that. Nice ball. Head pin hit. So Devish has a set of urethanes that are red and blue and 2-6, which are identical to the pins I use, the balls I use. So whenever we bowl next to each other, it gets confusing. Spare for Devish in box 2. 4 games, 4 spares in the second box. I had my initials engraved on mine because they're also identical to Jason Doucette's and 1 or 2 other people's. But I can't read the initials anymore. All right, so a head pin hit for Devish and a split 5 on the fill. 24 through 2. He's got a tough one to keep that third going. Look at that. Oh, almost. All right, so that's the first time he did not get a spare in the third. But he sure put a good bid on it. Still has the 4-7. Piece of wood in front. And goodbye. 34 through 3 for Devish. Last game he had a 121. He's got a 109, a 115, and a 121 so far. Putting up a good set here. Both bowlers got promoted to the B division this year. Devish off to the right leaves a 1-2-4-7, also known as the left-handed 4 horseman. Hey, Duncan, I missed you at the game Sunday. You told me you were there. I messaged you, but I didn't get to see you. What a great game that was. Devish open in the 4th. And he misses a head pin, so his perfect game is over. And in the first box this time, 43 through 4. O'Brien's got 2 games and some work to do. I've seen it done before. He's down some, but head pin hit. Solid strike for Devish in the 5th. 2 marks. And he's at 53 in a 2-ball fill. That's his 2nd strike of the match. All right, O'Brien looking to come back now. And we know he can. He's a good bowler. All right, starting game 4 for James O'Brien over on lane 5. He's got 2 points to 4 so far in the match. And he's off to the right on the 3-pin. Leaves up the 1, 2, 4, 8, and 10. Woods not touching the head pin. I think he was kind of hoping that would get over there. So I don't know that it's going to be all that helpful. We'll see. He's in there and he gets a spare. Nice spare by O'Brien. Beautifully done. Kick the head pin over to the 10. Textbook method of doing that spare. So Duncan's talking about the Red Sox game we were both at on Sunday, though we didn't see each other. O'Brien at 16 through 2. 4 horsemen right standing. And open in the 2nd. So it was a fun game. Dave Peterson was with me on that one, Duncan, and met one of my college fraternity brothers who was in town with his partner. His partner undergoing treatment for ALS at Brigham and Women's, and we brought both of them to the game. And the seats right next to my regular seats were open, so we bought those, and they had a great time. We had a lot of fun at that game. O'Brien with a 9-10 box. He's a 26, and he's got his second strike. With a headpin hit, he reminds me to put in. So O'Brien's at 36. He has a lead in this game for the moment. On the fill, first fill ball, he's in there just off the headpin. I thought that looked good. 4 down to start. And going for a safety, but just picks up one more, so a 5 fill on the strike. 41 through 3. Puts him up 7 in completed boxes, and he's got a mess here to get something out of. He's going for it, picks up the headpin only, so a 6 box, 47 through 4. And now he's up against Don's strike in the 5th. So really wants to mark here to minimize damage, especially for total. And he went wide, but not bad. Dropped 7. He's got the 1, 3, and the 9. Can make that. It's possible. He's in there, and he gets it. Nice shot by James O'Brien. O'Brien is not done yet. That was a great shot. So halfway through game 4, Don Devish is at 53 plus a 2-ball strike. James O'Brien at 57 plus a 1-ball fill.
Hey Teddy, nice spare.
O'Brien first ball on a fill, nice head pin hit. 4 down and a split. Or 6 down a split. We've seen this a couple of times. He's picked this leave up twice. 3, 6, 7, 10 split. So wants to put a 10 on that fill if he can. He's in there again and gets it again. 3 times he's picked that up. So that's a 20 box in the 5th, and he closes the first half at 63. Beautifully done. 3 for 3 on that leave. Devish with a spare in the 6 now. He's at 73 in a ball. Off to the side, but he puts down 6. 79 through 6 and a 4 horsemen left. He's got a little side spin on that ball and just picks off a head pin. Little twist to the wrist, trying to hook it in there. So open in the 7th. Well over par though. Don's a formidable opponent when he's on. Same trip twist of the wrist, and he puts up a 10 for 89 through 7. One mark will give him another 120 plus game. And that's another strike for Devish. That's his 3rd. He has found his zone here. 8 boxes in, he's only left 2 pins up. Last game he only left 1 pin up for the whole game. So Devish at 99. The Rock is here. On the fill. Devish puts up a double. Oh, he's out for... He is taking no prisoners on this game. Double strike for Don Devish. Another head pin here. This is their first game of the match. Could we see the first triple of the ACST season? As far as I know, I haven't seen all the games going on. Joe Corbett, hope to see you soon. All right, Don Devish coming in at box 10. He's on a double, looking for a triple. It's in there, a little full. So 16 for the first fill. 99, 109, and 6. 115 through 8. And for the first time, he missed that leave, so 6 in the second strike, 131 through 9. And he missed it again, so just 6 in that for that box. 137 for Devish. Nice game. And that puts him at 482 through 4 by my math. All right. O'Brien's got a good string going himself, but he's going to have a good second half. He's at 57 and a ball. He's on a fill. On the head pin, trying for a strike of his own, leaves the castle left. So 7 in the fill. And that's a head pin split by my book. So 57, 64 half. Gains a 1 pin advantage in the first half, but near impossible leave. It's just a 7 pin, and he is left with a 4-5. Yeah, Duncan, we heard an awful lot of Yankees suck in that, didn't we? And that's a 9 box for James. So 73 through 6, and he's fallen behind 6 pins in completed boxes. But he's up against an onslaught here with Devish double strike, so he's going to have to strike here. Light in the pocket leaves the 3, 5, 9, 10. I think that would be called a split. He's in there. Everything but the 9. That's not right. And that's a 10 box. O'Brien at an 83, up on par by 13 pins, only down 6 and completed, but he's up against a 26 box. And then he's up against a 16 box. And then a 6. So must get some big marks here, and that's going off to the side. Gets a break. Came in on the 6 pin. That usually just takes out the triangle, but he's left with the diamond in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 5. And went to the right and left the head pin. He's yelling at the pins. I do not blame him. Super aggravating. And that's a 9. So James is at 92, and at this point in his string, Don was at 115 due to the double strike 6. So James needs 44 pins in 2 boxes to tie. Just misses a head pin, leaves a 4 horseman right. He knows these are must makes. And his ball hooks to the right, so he's open the 9th.
I kind of want the old one because it's way easier for me.
And he gets the 9. So 101.
I just don't like that to go back.
And it was a head pin, so solid head pin hit for James. And he's left with that 3-in-1 split we see a lot. So this game will go to Devish, because even with a spare strike, he couldn't catch him, but he just picks off 1. And that'll be a 7 box. So 108 for O'Brien. And Devish takes game 4, 137 to 108. And in total now, Devish has a significant lead by my count of 482 to 401 through 4. So James needs a lot to catch total here. 108. I'm sorry, I misadded again. .482 to 407, and Devish is going to start us off in Game 5 in our final game of this match with a hit on the 6-pin that takes out that triangle on the right. And he's open in box 1. Okay, all wrapped up there. Doing some math. So Devish coming in, and he is 100% for second box spares or strikes. See if he can do it all the way through, and he's off the head pin. Leaves the 1, 2, 4, 10. And I like that piece of wood behind the 1, 2. That might be helpful. And he just takes out the wood. So he broke his string of spares in the second with an open box in box 2 of Game 5. And that's a 9 box. So Devish, 8 box in the first, 9 box in the second, and he's a 17 through 2. Box 3 on the head pin. Everything but the 4-pin goes down. Nice hit. And he misses a single just to the right. So another open box for Don. And he gets it on a third ball for a 10, 27 through 3. All right, we're in the final game of this first match of the year for these guys. It's actually their second on their agenda, but their first actual match being bowled. Devish with a head pin hit and a split. He has a 4, 7, 8 and the 10. Needs a good shot to get this. He's coming into the triangle. Nicely kicks the 8-pin over to the 10, but it goes into the pit just behind the 10-pin. So no spare there, but a great effort on that. And a 9 box. So Devish open for 4. 36 through 4. And box 5. Oh boy. Head pin hit and our dreaded spread eagle. Head pin and a split. Going to the right side, picks up the 6 and the 10 only, so 4 still up. The left wing of the bird and the 3-pin are still standing. And that's an 8 box for Don. So Don went open for 5. Closes the first half with a 44. So, unlike his last few games, I don't have it for the first, but the second he was a 67, the third he was a 68, and the fourth he was a 63 through 5. So, unusual outcome for him, giving an opening for James to come back a little bit. Don has 6 points to James 2 so far, and a significant 75-pin lead in total, and James starts out with a half Worcester left. So got that 2 and the 8. Nice bid on that. He put it in the 1-2, 1-3 pocket, leaves the 4-7 open in the first. And a 10 box. So James O'Brien gets them all down and starts out with a 2-pin lead early in his match. Hey, Kevin, you're going to be up there for me one of these days. Yeah. That's all right. You'll be fine. You've already been in front of the camera today. You're in my range. Yeah. O'Brien with an open box. Box 2. It's part of the game. Sometimes you take the risk of throwing a bad one. I don't have those here right now. We haven't established an average for this season yet. This is our first match. Yep. B division. Yep. James bowls out of here, and Don bowls out of spare time in Whitensville. You should. You should order them. Caitlin Finn. Well, check with her. She just listed who she got. Yeah. She just listed all the shirts that she has in. I can lend you one of mine. Spare for James O'Brien in box 3. And he's taking the lead in this string. Talking here to Kevin Brown, who will be bowling in the ACST for his first season this year. What division are you in, Kevin? C? Okay. So, Caitlin. Nice shot by O'Brien. Picked up the 1-2-10 beautifully. 2 spares in a row for him. He's at 36 through 3, 46 on a ball through 4. So he's already beat Don for the half. Trying to put some insurance up here. Try to at least pick up 2 points. He's got a tall order to pick up the total, but 6 in a fill. Nice head pin hit. 54 through 4. 52. 52. My mistake. 52 through 4, and an open box in the 5th. And O'Brien with a 10 box, he puts up a 62 half. So right now he has an 18-pin lead on the half. So good opportunity here, but he needs a huge half to take the total. But I've seen stranger things. Don Devish coming up to close out his portion of the match. Second half of game 5. And Don went markless in the first half. He's a 44 through the half. And that ball got away, came in on a 6, just took out the 6 and the 10. So he put up a great 137 in the 4th. So Don went 109, 115, 121, and 137. Having a little trouble on this one. Ball's getting away from him, going to the right. So still has 8 pins up there. Wants to get out of this with a respectable box. And that's what he wanted to do, get an 8 box out of it. So he found the head pin finally, 52 through 6. 4 boxes to mark in. O'Brien's put on a good offense in the first half of this string. Nice shot on lane 7. Devish on the head pin. And he's left with the 6, 7, 10 split. This wobbly 6 pin. Lots of wood though. And there's wood over by the 6 pin that if he can make that move to the left, and it just didn't work. And the 10 pin goes down anyway, so 7 pin stays up. So Devish trying to hook it in there, but it ends up with a 9 box. He's a 61 through 7. First game he's been under par here. So O'Brien is actually ahead in 5 boxes of where Don is in 7. Devish, nice pocket hit, head pin, and another split. Now we've seen him make similar leaves before, but just flipped in reverse. He's got the 2, 4, 7 and the 6 pin. And picks off the 7. Having some real control problems right at the moment. See if you can get a couple more out of here. And he takes a 9. 70 through 8. 2 more boxes to go. Still looking for his first mark in this one. He's had 4 strikes in this match, including a double. He hooked that one a little to the left, came in on the 2, just took out 3. Trying to catch that, and he misses. He's trying to catch the inside of the head pin. It's a good way to take that. That time he's better in there and makes it an 8 box. Maybe a 9? No, it'll be an 8. 78 through 9. Still looking to mark. He's got 1 more box to do it in. The door is wide open for James to get at least 2 points here. All right, head pin hit and a split in his last box. And Don is left with a 2-5, 7-10 split. It'll be pretty if it goes. Just off the 2 pin, takes out the 5-10, which would have been a great shot if those were the only 2 pins up. And he just misses a 2 pin, so an 8 box for Don and 10 open boxes for an 86 string. Well below what he's been doing so far. And that's a 568 for Don. Huh? You were down 75 pins. Yeah. Oh, not now. You need a over 150. So 86. You need a 161 to tie. All right, so it's doable. So James has a tall order. He needs about 100 pins here in the half to win. And he starts out with a nice head pin hit and a 7 drop. I think we'll call that a split. I don't know if it officially is, but that's very makeable. It's a 2-9 or 3-9-10. It's a very favorable wood in there. If you can get it in there, gets a spare. That's one of a few he needs. James can mark out and put up a huge half. He's got a shot here at taking total. It's a long shot. And just misses a head pin for a Caleri right, 5 and a fill. 77 through 6. Next ball could win the string. Does not. Picks off the back pin. 4 more to go. Needed a spare to do that. Well, needs a 10 box to win the string. And it'll be a 7, so another box is to do. 84. 84 through 7. So it's a very, very long shot to win total, but he now has this string. So James O'Brien will get 2 points for string 5. And he dropped 8. Head pin split. 9. No split. Get rid of the split. And just a 2 pin. Right in the face. Didn't even touch the wood. There you go, James. Well, if he wants total, he needs a whole bunch of triples here. He's got 2 boxes to go. First ball, just off the head pin, drops 6 and a fill. He's at 100 even. So he can't win total at this point. And that's an open box. But he's got the 5th game, so we know what the total score is going to look like. 10 box for James, 110 through 9. And so far he'd had a 117 and 94 and 88, a 108, and now a shot to break 120 with a mark. Good ball. And there's the bird. He says no good time for a spread eagle, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. Spread eagle is one of my least favorite leaves, and what I hate even more is putting it through the hole a second time. So that's what happened. O'Brien will be open. He's at 114 plus these pins. And why not twice through the hole for a 4 box? Didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. And we have wrapped up game 5 and the match. I'll give you the numbers momentarily. 2. Don Devish will win total 568 to 522. So Devish takes home 10 points. O'Brien 4 in our first match for these two bowlers of the season. And the totals are 568 to 522. Don Devish with 10 points, winning 3 strings. James O'Brien won 2 strings, and Devish held on to take total by 46 pins in the end. So thanks for joining us today. What a fun match. 2 great guys bowling. And sorry for technical issues at the beginning, but we figured them out. And hopefully next match we won't have any. So this is Dan Castle from Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts, with the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour in Candlepin Bowling Network. It's free to subscribe, and we welcome you to join us. So thanks for joining us today, and we will see you on the lanes.